We're gonna just jump right into it. Me and Corn were talking about traveling and do I believe in ghosts? I mean, it started off where I travel a lot and I have to live out of a suitcase in a lot of places that like hotels most of the time. Right. And I was talking about being happy and how sometimes living through stress is like a daily thing. And I was saying today on this date, the fish feels actually pretty damn good without that,
anxiety.
Yeah. And so I describe it as like being on the road, having to man up and get into this war thing, like survival, where like it's wartime. Like normally I would be afraid to stay in a haunted hotel, but it's like sometimes you're out there and say, "Fuck, what the fuck I'm gonna do?"
Which got us to the point of you actually believe in ghosts.
I guess not, because I ain't tripping.
I mean,
I've never seen one.
I wish they were real. That'd be kind of cool, but it's not,
What do you think describes these people? Or like us? Uh-huh. Oh, I was never into, but, there's something weird about that fucking place. Those
it's all in
people.
Your head. You're suggesting it to yourself.
So you think it's very possible that your mind could get twisted around where you believe it?
Dude, you can freak yourself out over anything, okay?
Or not have it explained.
Yeah, I mean, look, anybody who's done psychedelic drugs knows this, okay? That your headspace isn't necessarily reality, right? So even though you may think that there's a spooky ghost around the corner, in all likelihood, there isn't a spooky ghost around the corner. And if there is a spooky ghost around the corner...
So be it.
No, thank your lucky stars. Then you live in a magical world where this kind of shit really exists. And if that shit exists, well, maybe God exists, maybe, dragons exist. All things are possible. I mean, after all, in an infinite universe, all things are possible.
The only thing that the Corn worries about, being about that, I guess, answering your question, I'm open to the idea of ghosts, but when it comes to these hotels and the stresses I'm concerned about, more or less, is cleanliness and bedbugs. I've gotten into this whole thing.
Yeah, I fear...
you don't want bed bugs.
I fear poor housekeeping practices more than I fear
ghosts,
the afterlife, or ghosts. Although, I gotta tell you, being a little kid into ghost stories or
there was an adrenaline rush,
random stories like that shit.
Get a light up.
Yeah, there was a period of time where I went to the library and checked out every stupid book about
Haunted America, places that are haunted.
Yeah, I mean, at around 10 or 11 years old, you start checking that shit out. And you read everything under under that number,
If you're a normal boy, you got into like maybe building electronic shit.
At some point in time, you get into that kind
then
of
you get into the whole weapons thing, weapons magazines or World War II weapons. It's these black and white drawings.
Yeah.
The drawings, remember those ones? And then later on becomes Sears catalog, as we talked about on our other episode.
It goes into other things.
And, different other things. Adult reading.
Adult reading. Where did that come from, the assumption that it's adult?
Well, it could be anything. Weapons, I think, is an adult kind of reading.
No, but you know what we're talking about when we say adult
porn?
reading. Yeah, we're talking porn. There's nothing adult about it.
I know. Man dresses up his baby.
Well, no,
there's some of the
it's
stories
pretty juvenile to begin with.
Oh, yeah.
It's just stroke action, and unless you're in prison, you don't really need to stroke it.
What's funny? It could be it is kind of kiddie, because you remember, like a senator from Alabama could get totally into Goldilocks and the Three something. Goldilocks and the Three Dicks.
What's his name? David Vitter.
Who is that? A politician?
Yeah.
A senator?
He's a senator from, he got busted.
Some of them have porn shit.
No. He got busted on some madam bullshit thing. He was into infantilism. He liked to get dressed up
as the baby.
As the baby in diapers and all that shit.
Was there footage of that, or did they just
word
of mouth?
It's just word of mouth
from the girls.
From the girls and stuff. So, I don't know, whatever. I don't make judgments about what people do to get off.
Speaking of which, I was on the internet earlier today, and that friend of mine who, the fibromyalgia chick. Now there's this thing. I mean, she keeps posting these things and referring to a number of shit. It's one thing after another with her. Good girl, but gets on these things. It's gaslighting. What the fuck is gaslighting? I read something about it. It's like some, I guess, it's being a victim, or the gaslight is being gaslighted or gaslighting. I don't know. You've never heard of the term?
I've heard of the term. I'm not sure what it means.
Oh yeah, because I guess it's like there's another term, a narcissisto or something.
Narcissist.
A narcissist tends to do gaslighting, whatever that is, types of activities.
Okay.
And she's a victim, basically, what I'm saying. That's why she does it. Because when she was into the whole fibromyalgia thing, remember she would always...
No, but she's
a
nuts.
hypochondriac. Yeah, hypochondriac.
She's nuts. She's batshit fucking crazy. And, you know...
I think to the degree there's something a little bit wrong with her. Sweet woman, but
nuts.
It's like anything. We could all be nuts. The fish is nuts.
She's 3 cards short of a fucking, deck.
So in the fish's case, I'd be a pearl. Because, there's no nuts underneath the water. Fish ain't nuts.
Really? You'd be a pearl, not a coral, or...
Coral, or... We don't have... Oh, that's right.
Or sand, or beach glass.
Yeah, something like that, a little polished. Mm-hmm. But I used to collect that shit in Hawaii.
Yeah, I like beach glass.
Beach glass is cool. But I like something corn earlier. Whoever you might be, what you might be, he, she, we'd like to thank
our
newest subscriber.
Yeah, no shit.
We have 22 subscribers, and let me tell you, it's all on you guys, so thank you for watching.
Yeah. Too bad we don't have some, we don't take pictures of our privates and post them online.
You must like all our content.
Yeah, but...
we did lose a viewer. We did lose a viewer once.
No, the thing is, I was talking about that the other day, about this big brouhaha between this Twitter fight between Kim Kardashian and
Bette Midler.
No, Bette Midler was in it, but no, it was that little chick from Kick-Ass, Chloe something or other.
Or yes, I know. Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point was she, the chick from Kick-Ass gets on her about, too bad you don't do things with your fame other than show your private parts, basically.
But getting on a newscaster,
and she got all upset about it. Yeah.
The fish might disrobe for 50, 60 million. Like you said, you like the Kardashians.
Well, no, I like the Kardashians for their ability to monetize their silliness.
Let me tell you,
if I could monetize my silliness like that, fuck yeah.
No, remember what the the fish's idea of this first show was to make money.
Yeah.
Honestly. Yeah, but now it's kind of just a kind of fun thing. But if we could get money doing this, I said the other day, this would be my perfect job. I can do this all day. I give you
I don't think this would be so much fun if we got paid for it.
I don't know, dude. If they say just run with it, go in that fucking goddamn shit and make it work, it's like we want you to get you like actually kicking me and you in this door.
Well, that's a different story. But no, the thing about it is that they've been able to commoditize their shenanigans and at the same time create this different life. Okay, they have their public persona and then they have their own little pathetic goings on there. Which, if you really think about it, something's really, really wrong in that place.
Well, yeah, given all that, but that's what money buys.
I don't even think it's the money thing.
They're just straight nuts.
I think it's just insanity.
Given that sometimes because even their parents,
well,
who they were dealing with, they were nuts.
Yeah.
You hear about Bruce Jenner. He was nuts even then when he was doing the decathlon.
Yeah.
He was nuts then because he wanted to do it in women's underwear.
And to all you people that say transgendered people aren't nuts, horseshit, okay? Any mental state where you want to lop off a part of you because it clashes with who you in your mind think you are is a mental illness, okay? If I said the same thing about my ears, if I said, I need to lop off my ears, I don't identify as an eared person.
Some people.
And I say that in public. How many people are going to say that that's perfectly normal and acceptable?
It's like that person in Canada who's like 52 but identifies with a 6-year-old and he got adopted, 6-year-old little girl. He's a family and it's funny that we respect this guy because he is a human.
Of course, everybody's a human.
Someone adopted him.
We don't necessarily have to buy into their nuttiness.
You know what? I wonder what the parents that did adopt them gained because they have a family of their own. What I'm getting is that this guy got adopted. Well, 6-year-old.
Somebody bought into that.
Yeah,
that
but
reality.
yet
Yeah.
there's someone in like Africa or Latin America that's a legitimate 6-year-old little girl.
It's not gonna get adopted.
Not gonna
because
get adopted.
this guy wants to play adopted.
Yeah, so because she goes to work.
Yeah, but that's
Upon coming home, becomes playtime.
Yeah, it's just absurd. But the point here is that the reason I admire the Kardashians in that respect is that they've been able to make money out of nothing. I mean, what is Kim Kardashian's claim to fame? A sex tape?
I'm gonna tell you something though. I mean, how the fish dances around back and forth to places. They gotta make appearances. I guess to keep the dollar rolling. Because, they're traveling to fashion show. Sure, it's luxury and stuff, but, I mean, could the corn do it? If we had to take say, hypothetically, we do make some skrill with this show.
No, the corn doesn't do it.
So it'd be just the fish going like with usual.
Yes.
It's just, I'm going to stay in the shed. If you want me to film, I'll film
The corn
here.
is a very local person. The corn does not travel.
So anybody out there,
Even
like
for
Google...
kicks.
Google or anybody that wants to sponsor show, Corn ain't leaving. He does what he wants. Maybe Iceland he'd go to.
Oh yeah, we can go to Iceland. Or we can go to the boat. Get another boat.
Yeah, so if you feel inclined, get us the boat. We'd like to film on the boat because that's our secondary studio. Has been always the boat. We're at 11 minutes. We got to make this break here, but we'll come right back to you in a second.